Hello everyone, and welcome back. Well, actually not welcome back, but welcome to this kind of new idea I've got in my head. I want to do something a little bit different other than the race commentaries. And this video idea, basically it's you decide. So the whole idea is I've lined up a couple of incidents from races that I've been in, and I have my own say about it, about who's at fault, what went wrong, but I'm gonna ultimately leave the opinion to you, and you yourself can make up your mind. So, in this inaugural episode, there's gonna be three situations. I'm gonna have my opinion on it, say why that opinion is correct for me, but I'm gonna show you all the angles and all the inputs, and yeah, it's just something a little bit different. So, let's get started. So in this clip, I am being accused by this GTR for somehow making him spin out at the duckbill. Was it the duckbill? Yeah, at Interlagos. Now, if we go to my onboard camera, I basically stay as far left as I can and just go straight around the outside. I'm not turning input, I'm not turning into him at all. And the only reason for this being, I think, from his end, it might be lag because we were twitching. But if you look from his side, I've given him so much room on the right, and he's just gone over the curbs in first gear, which is something you never want to do around Interlagos. So to me, this is a clean cut. The GTR done it to himself, but hey, what do you think about it? As he spins around there. Again, I've given him so much room, and he's gone over the curb. So this next clip, this BMW is being accused of being dirty for basically bombing it on the inside of this pink BMW, then trying to pry a gap open that isn't really there. And then the real incident comes at Stavilo, where the Mustang's nerfed off. However, I feel like there's more layers to this. So, we'll first look at the BMWs on board. And as we slow it down right here, he's still accelerating into a gap that's already closing. He's only got his front bumper in the rear quarter panel of the Mustang, so he's not really entitled to really have a lot of space. But here, the Mustang kind of closes in on him. And as he begins to turn, the Mustang kind of just sits in the middle of the track because it's understeering off the track. And the BMW doesn't really recognize it. So when we go to the Mustang's point of view, so he goes through here and he's starting to turn because that BMW isn't there. It comes last second, so I think that's okay. However, right here you can see he's starting to turn left when the BMW is already there, and he gets on the brake a little too late and he fully puts the brake in, meaning he's understeering and he's right in the middle of the track. The BMW has no time to react, so in turn kind of just nerfs him off the track. So for me, number one, I do agree that the BMW, the Falcon livery BMW, is a little maybe too aggressive. Just going for gaps in extremely wet conditions here can quite easily cause accidents. However, over here, the Mustang, the fact that it just oversteers and goes straight and kind of parks the car in the middle of the track, the BMW has no time to react. So I'm putting this on the Mustang, but also on the BMW driver a little bit for the incident, for not being able to react quick enough, if that makes any sense, basically. So this last clip comes from the Manufacturer's Cup race from about a month ago, and this NSX is going for a move in this extremely fast left-hander and ultimately goes really wide, and it looks like there's a bit of a touch there, but as we look deeper onto the onboard from the Porsche, I don't believe the Porsche's done anything wrong. He's on the inside line as he's entitled to do so, but he lifts at pretty much the point where or just before where you normally lift if you took the racing line. So in my opinion, it's actually all on the NSX, and you'll see why. As he goes on the outside, which is something you should never do around this corner. It's a one file corner, single file corner. But he actually starts braking quite late and instantly slams into the wall. And where he's actually starting to lift off and brake, that's way further than where you gotta start lifting and braking around this corner. as you'll see, the Porsche will lift, and that's exactly where you need to lift to make this corner. However, the NSX is even further ahead and brakes and lifts even further ahead and actually chops across the front of the Porsche, which sends him straight into the wall. So I believe that the NSX is completely in the wrong here and basically took himself out, because where he starts braking, he's completely missed the corner. You need to start lifting now to even make the corner, just like the Porsche just makes the corner. So I'm completely of the opinion that that was all on the NSX. But what do you think? Now, this is kind of where the video ends. I don't really have many clips because I didn't really play that much, to be honest, this week. So tell me how this video format is. I think I could have done this a lot better. I felt like, because of how I edit it, I feel like I need to articulate my words really quickly, because I kind of chop the clips up before the commentary. It works for, I think, race commentaries, maybe not for this. So I'm thinking if this series does get enough views or gets enough support, I do it actually in-game and commentate and do all the marking, everything on the PlayStation and not in the clip editor. I don't know. Tell me how this goes. Or maybe this idea is a complete flop. I should just stick to race commentaries. You decide. So, thank you all for watching. And I will see you guys in the next one.